Apalak, hi, how are you?
Hey Amit, all fine. How are you?
Absolutely fine, Apalak. Apalak, once again, your favorite topic, data centers. We did cover this last week. But then, a private equity firm, Blackstone, has launched its data center business in India. Your thoughts on this?
You bring a smile to my face whenever we cover a data center story, Amit. This is my favorite area, right? So yes, interesting story because anybody who's ever followed the private equity market did know Blackstone, right?
Correct.
They're one of the biggest names as far as the PE business goes, right? And why this story is significant? Because this is Blackstone's first data center set up in Asia. And it talks about the growth potential that India market has. Largely, if you would have seen the last decade to two, mostly you had, the headquarters or first center of operations either happening in Singapore, Hong Kong, and stuff like that. Right? Now you see a PE firm like Blackstone setting up the first data center business in India, which I think kind of gives you an idea why this colo market is so hot, right?
Right.
In fact, last year, Blackstone in fact acquired a company called QTS Reality for a tune of $10 billion. It was one of the biggest acquisitions of the VC business. So I think no prizes for guessing here that in the reality business in general, right, and investments as a whole, the data center business is super hot, right? It's super hot. Everybody seems to be speaking about these two. As far as this build-up goes, I think the first two hyperscale resetups are going to be in Bombay and then Chennai, Mumbai and Chennai, right? And the next phase would include three setups: one in Delhi NCR, one in Hyderabad, and one in Pune, right? So, and I think it's important to understand who are the guys who are helming this. So you have Sujit Deshpande, who was a former country head for Cool Data Centers. He's going to head the India operations. Whereas we have Mr. Anil Reddy, who was a former head for Microsoft Cloud Infrastructure. He's the global CEO. So with such big shots coming into the business, I think clearly, Blackstone means business as far as the India business operations go, right? But I also like to take, because I believe that somewhere, as an analyst firm, we need to take note of being responsible also what this entails, and may not be a direct story, but I just want all our viewers to know about this. That when I go through all these news that comes in, and one of the ones that I want to cover, while I was going through all the news, I came across one news item which spoke about in the US, you have the data centers, which are owned by say Meta or AWS, the big ones. And they consume, these data centers are guzzlers of not only energy, because they consume so much of energy, they simulate a lot of heat.
Right.
One of the cheapest ways to cool down a data center is water. We've seen in US, there are certain states which are drought affected, and water is being used from those states to cool these data centers. So what I'm trying to say here is, while obviously it's amazing to see the way the data center business is growing in India, but we are also a country which has had issues with droughts and famines in the past. It's very important to undertake, some sustainable policies and measures where we can think of alternate ways of not only energy utilization, but also cooling of the data centers. Are there alternate ways to cool a data center, not through conventional sources like water? I just thought I'll probably add this as a part of the story.
Absolutely, Apalak, and certainly good thoughts around the water management as far as data centers are concerned. But yes, fairly aggressive plans by Blackstone for the India market. So we'll wait and watch how does this affect the market in the coming few years or so. Thank you so much, Apalak.
Pleasure, Amit. Bye.
Bye bye.